Hello, my name is Alexey Kulik, and I'm co-founder of DEIP. I started in the company as chief architect, and initially I was designing the architecture of our blockchain solution and all other solutions that transformed in the products that we have now. But eventually, with the growth of the company, my responsibilities also extended to some project coordination and being this medium between technical team and all other teams. So I'm mostly working on transferring knowledge and updates between the teams. So what does software architect does in general? In simple terms, it's like you can think of it as architect in real world, the one who makes the designs and all the constructions, calculations and everything for buildings, but the same thing for technology, because it's only looks very simple when you take a look outside on the process. It looks like you have this requirements and then developers start doing stuff, but to make a really robust and comprehensive system, you have to take into account very many different things, and this is what architects do. They are not only doing like the design of the solution, but they also think more widely about how the solution will work with other different solutions and how it will incorporate in existing ecosystems and so on. It's difficult to clearly outline the path for becoming an architect because it requires quite a lot of skills, and definitely architects should come from technical department, it's obvious, but the more things you need to keep in mind. And not all these things are just technical. As I mentioned, it also requires some business things to consider and like many other things. So it's very wide range of skills required. Mostly it goes organically, and people who work in technologies and they start leading and then they eventually come to this role. It's more technical role than some other like tech leaders, but it still requires some different skills except only technology knowledge. From my point of view, the biggest difference is that currently most solutions started looking into multi-chain universe, and it's the main considerations they have to make when they are starting building their solutions. They have to think how it will incorporate in ecosystem and how it will work with other chains. It's a tricky question. So if I had a chance to get back in time, I most likely will go the same way, but I will make some emphasis on getting some additional skills that I would like to have earlier than later. So I guess it would help me to advance much faster. But yeah, I'm still keeping up with these skills today, but it would be really nice to have them a little bit earlier. It's not some specific skills. It's more like being a more T-shaped person. So just starting working on like developing soft skills and more like skills to work with people, to communicate, because it's a very important. As it turned out, it's maybe the most important thing. So you can be a very talented technician, but if you can't communicate, it's very unlikely you will be able to work in a team in a good manner. I guess in my work, the most difficult thing is to keep up with everything that happens in our company. So I have to know about most of the things, and you know, when there are a lot of people, a lot of information. You have to work hard to prioritize what you want to know, what you need to know, and who else needs it to know, so you can pass this information. So that's very kind of difficult. So my advice for anyone who is looking to get into technology, as I'm tech guy initially, so I'm giving my advice from this point of view. So if you want to get into technology, I would advise not to look at salaries at first place. So this is the most common mistake I see, that many people come to technology space, they becoming developers, testers, and everything, because of quite good money that are paid here. But I see that these people are mostly locked, this ceiling that will limit their growth. So they are only limited with money. They will not grow any further when they don't see profit. So my advice will be, don't focus on salaries. If you like what you do and you have passion, so you can see trends on the market and see what really drives you. And if you will pursue this track, it will definitely give you more benefits in future, and money also. If you have any further questions about what I do or any of our team members does, you can ask it in comments, and we will definitely further elaborate on what we do and how our responsibilities and roles changes over time as our company grows.